You did not find this message by coincidence. The 1010 portal has opened, and Virgo, it calls directly to you. This is not a date marked only on a calendar, but a vibrational doorway. A gate that recognizes the silent seeds you have been planting in your life. If you are reading these words, you have been summoned into alignment with what this day unlocks. There is no accident in arriving here. The pull you felt, the strange magnetism of October 10th, was the universe signaling that this is your moment to awaken. This is not for everyone. Many will pass by without noticing the signs, but you are not like them. You have sensed the shift in the air, the whispers in your dreams, the subtle nudges that told you something is coming. This portal does not open to the distracted. It opens to the awake. Virgo, you are awake enough to walk through it. That is why you feel the urgency, the mix of excitement and unease pressing against your chest. You are on the threshold of abundance activation, and the gate has appeared to show you the way. The promise of this day is radiant. The 7 keys of abundance are available, waiting to be claimed, each one unlocking a deeper layer of wealth, peace, and fulfillment. Yet the risk is just as real. To ignore the signs, to dismiss the pull, is to stumble into karmic traps that repeat old scarcity patterns. This is why awareness is vital now. You are being asked to choose: remain in the cycles of the past or step into the flow of abundance prepared for you. Understand this clearly. The 1010 portal is both an ending and a beginning. 10 represents completion, and doubled it becomes the double doorway. 1 closing, 1 opening. You stand at that crossing point today. To walk forward is to activate what has been dormant within you, to awaken the hidden codes of prosperity that have always been part of your soul. Stay with me until the end, because these 7 keys are not just knowledge, they are tools. At the close of this journey, there is a decree that seals your alignment with the abundance of this portal. Without it, the gate may fade unnoticed. With it, you lock into the stream of blessings October 10th carries. And now, let us step deeper into Virgo's hidden path, the silent road that has prepared you for this exact moment. Something went wrong while generating the response. If this issue persists, please contact us through our help center at help.openai.com. Virgo, your path to abundance has never been loud. It has been a quiet road, paved with effort that others often overlooked. While some shouted their victories, you tended to your seeds in silence. You chose discipline when others chose distraction. You held yourself steady when the ground beneath you trembled. This hidden journey has shaped you into someone who can now hold abundance without fear of losing it. What looked like delay was preparation. What felt like emptiness was the soil being cleared for growth. There is a justice unfolding here. Every act of care you offered, every hour of work that went unseen, every sacrifice that was made in private has been recorded in the invisible book of the universe. Nothing has been wasted. What was carried in silence is now recognized, and the reward is being aligned with you. The abundance activation of this portal is not random. It is the natural fruit of seeds you sowed long ago. Heaven saw every detail, even when no one applauded. Your silence was not weakness. It was protection. The universe hid you in plain sight so that your strength would not be stolen, your gifts would not be misused, and your treasures would not be trampled before they matured. In that hiddenness, something was building. You learned patience. You learned resilience. You learned how to hold steady when promises seemed delayed. And all of this has been shaping the container within you that can now receive what is arriving. But there is more. This is not only about your personal abundance. You were born into patterns of scarcity, beliefs carried through families and generations. The struggles you faced were not just yours. They were echoes of karmic imprints meant to be broken through you. By walking this silent path, you became the one chosen to end those loops. You are not only receiving for yourself, you are shifting the timeline for those who came before you and those who will come after. October 10th shines a light on what was hidden, revealing that your silence has always been sacred preparation. The 7 keys will not fall into empty hands. They will rest in the hands of one who has been refined by waiting. You are that one. And as the portal opens wider, the mystical frame of 1010 begins to reveal why this exact day carries the vibration of abundance and rebirth. Every portal carries a hidden architecture, and October 10th is no exception. The 1010 gate does not appear randomly, but as part of a larger design. Today, the invisible realms align to open what is known as a double doorway, one closing behind you, one opening before you. For Virgo, this is not simply symbolic, it is energetic truth. You are stepping out of scarcity echoes and into the frequency of abundance that has long waited for your consent. Astrologically, the vibration of this portal resonates with the fullness of lunar energy, a moment of culmination and revelation. Imagine the moon at its peak, not only lighting the night, but also exposing everything once hidden in shadows. That is the atmosphere around you now. Illusions dissolve, patterns are revealed, the invisible becomes visible. This is why you may have noticed sharper dreams, stronger emotions, or sudden clarity that seems to cut through confusion. Numerology intensifies the message. The number 10 speaks of completion, the end of one cycle and the birth of another. Doubled into 1010, it becomes a mirrored passage, like 2 gates standing side by side. To walk through is to leave behind what has expired and to embrace the renewal waiting ahead. In the language of spirit, 1010 is the reminder that endings are sacred beginnings dressed in disguise. For Virgo, this means stepping into the abundance codes hidden within your destiny. Signs of this activation are already around you. Perhaps you have felt chills without cause, seen repeating numbers like 888 signaling abundance, or found yourself with sudden bursts of energy as if the universe is whispering, "Wake up." These are confirmations that the portal is alive and that you are in sync with its frequency. Do not dismiss them as coincidences. Coincidence is simply the word used by those who do not recognize alignment. The key is not to fear these signs, but to observe them. Fear belongs to the unawakened, but for you, awareness is enough. Awareness is the bridge that allows the energy of the portal to anchor in your life. And now, with this frame clear, it is time to place your hands upon the first keys of abundance, to feel them turn within you and unlock what has been sealed until this very day. The first key you carry today is clarity. Abundance cannot flow where confusion reigns, and Virgo, clarity has always been your silent gift. This key sharpens your vision, allowing you to see where your energy has been wasted, where distractions have drained you, and where truth is quietly waiting. When clarity awakens, decisions that once felt impossible suddenly appear simple. It is not about knowing every detail of the future. It is about recognizing the clean line between what is aligned and what is not. The fog that surrounded you begins to lift, and you realize that abundance does not come from doing more, but from choosing rightly. The second key is trust. Without it, clarity becomes paralyzing, a sharp vision with no step forward. Trust is the bridge that moves you from thought into action. Virgo, your mind often questions, analyzes, and calculates every possible outcome. This has protected you in many ways, but it can also trap you in hesitation. The portal of 1010 asks you to release that weight and believe that once you step, the ground will rise to meet your foot. Trust does not erase fear. It chooses movement in spite of fear. It says, "I may not see the whole path, but I know I am carried." These 2 keys are deeply connected. Clarity without trust leaves you frozen. Trust without clarity leaves you reckless. Together, they create balance, vision with movement, purpose with flow. Many Virgos fall into the trap of over-controlling, holding the reins of life so tightly that the energy of abundance has no space to breathe. The mistake is believing that abundance must be forced, when in truth, it must be allowed. The protocol is simple. Write down one clear intention for this portal, in present tense, as though it is already true. Then, place your hand over it, breathe deeply, and whisper, I trust the flow of abundance. This act cuts confusion away and anchors trust into your field. It is a small gesture, yet it shifts the energy entirely. Speak this affirmation as you close your eyes. Clarity guides me, and trust carries me. With these two keys turning together, the doorway opens wider, leading you into the next layers of abundance, where service and boundaries reveal themselves as guardians of your flow. The third key is service. Abundance is not meant to be hoarded. It is designed to move. When Virgo serves, the energy of prosperity multiplies, because your gift is in creating order and healing where others see only chaos. Every time you have lifted a burden from someone else, offered your time, or brought structure into confusion, you have activated the flow of service. The universe always responds to such movements, returning energy in multiplied form. Yet this key carries a shadow. Service can easily slip into martyrdom, leaving you drained rather than empowered. The portal of 1010 calls you to serve from strength, not from depletion, to give from overflow, not from emptiness. Alongside service stands the fourth key, boundaries. Without it, service becomes sacrifice, and abundance turns into exhaustion. Virgo, you have often been the one who said yes when your heart wanted to say no, the one who gave until nothing was left. But the truth is this: saying no is sometimes the most abundant choice you can make. Boundaries are not walls of rejection, but gates of protection, deciding what energy flows in and what energy must stay out. When you honor your limits, you preserve the abundance already within you, allowing it to grow rather than leak away. Picture a moment when someone asked for more than you could give, and guilt pushed you to agree. The result was resentment, fatigue, and loss of peace. Now imagine the same request, but this time, you speak calmly. No, not now. That moment of alignment is a declaration that your abundance matters. It is not selfishness, it is wisdom. The portal does not reward endless sacrifice, it rewards balance. Together, service and boundaries form a sacred dance. One extends energy outward, the other shields it. One multiplies, the other protects. Abundance thrives only when both keys are turning in harmony. Too much service without boundaries, and you collapse. Too many boundaries without service, and the flow stagnates. To embody these keys, place your hand on your heart and declare, I serve from strength, and I protect my flow. Feel how those words settle into you, like roots and wings at once. And as they anchor, the next doorway opens, revealing two more keys that awaken creativity and alignment, guiding you deeper into the rhythm of your true abundance. The fifth key is creativity, the spark that turns ideas into form. Abundance is not only about money or material flow. It is about expression, expansion, and the constant creation of new life through you. Virgo, your gift lies in noticing details others miss, and when this gift is fused with imagination, it becomes a fountain of opportunities. Creativity does not demand perfection, it demands release. The mistake many make is waiting until every plan is flawless before moving. But creativity multiplies only when it is expressed, even in its imperfect form. A simple step, a small offering, a humble attempt can ripple outward and return in ways greater than expected. The sixth key is alignment. Without alignment, creativity scatters. Ideas may come, but without the anchor of truth, they lead you into paths that drain instead of prosper. Alignment means choosing what resonates with your core, even when it defies expectations. It is the courage to say, "This is my path," and to walk it with steadiness. Virgo, you often battle between duty and authenticity, between what feels safe and what feels right. This portal asks you to choose alignment, because only aligned creativity bears abundant fruit. Imagine the difference, creating from pressure versus creating from joy. One drains, the other nourishes. One feels heavy, the other feels light. The portal of 1010 amplifies whatever you choose, so when you align your actions with your truth, the energy multiplies with ease. When you act from fear or approval seeking, the energy splinters and dissolves. The choice is always before you, but today it carries more weight. Together, creativity and alignment act as companions. Creativity opens doors by generating possibility. Alignment chooses which door leads to destiny. The dance between the two transforms scattered effort into focused power, turning raw ideas into sustainable flow. To anchor these keys, take one small action today that feels aligned. Write, create, speak, or move in a way that reflects your truth. Do it not for approval, not for outcome, but as a declaration of authenticity. Whisper as you act, "I create with joy, I align with destiny." With these words, the staff of your abundance path strengthens, and the final key reveals itself. The crown that magnifies all others and seals the flow into permanence. The seventh key is gratitude, the crown that completes and magnifies all the others. Without it, the flow of abundance begins but cannot sustain itself. With it, every blessing multiplies, every door widens, every step gains strength. Gratitude is not simply saying thank you for what has arrived. It is the conscious act of living as though you are already abundant. Virgo, your mind is trained to notice flaws, to see what is missing. But this key shifts your gaze to what is present, what is growing, what is already sacred in your hands. Gratitude carries a vibration that calls more into being. To dwell in lack is to anchor scarcity. To dwell in gratitude is to anchor prosperity. Even in moments when little seemed visible, your small acts of thankfulness have carried power. Think of the times you pause to appreciate the simplest things: a conversation, a meal, a breath of calm after chaos. Each of those moments was a seed of abundance planted in your field. Today, as the 1010 portal opens, those seeds are ready to bloom. This key also teaches you that abundance is not measured only by material possessions. True wealth is the peace without reason, the joy that rises uninvited, the clarity that sharpens your vision, the alignment that steadies your steps. Gratitude makes you realize you are already walking in abundance, and from that awareness, more flows naturally. The universe does not respond to desperation, it responds to resonance. Gratitude sets that resonance. To activate this crown, practice a simple ritual today. Write down 7 things you are grateful for, one for each key you now hold. Speak them aloud, not as requests, but as confirmations. Let your voice vibrate with sincerity, and feel how the energy shifts in your body. Say, "I am already abundant." Let the words settle as truth, not hope. With gratitude sealed in your heart, the circle of the 7 keys closes, and the activation of abundance is complete. Yet this is not the end of the journey. It is the threshold. The keys become alive only when lived, and the proof of their power is found in story, in the witness of transformation. And so, let us step into the tale of a Virgo who dared to claim the keys and saw her life reshape before her very eyes. There was once a Virgo who lived in quiet struggle, her life marked by effort that rarely seemed to bear fruit. She worked hard, gave generously, yet abundance felt like a distant promise. Nights were heavy with doubt, and mornings often began with questions she could not answer. Scarcity became a shadow she carried, though she never spoke it aloud. But as the portal of 1010 approached, she began to notice signs. The number 888 appeared repeatedly, in receipts, in dreams, even in the time glowing on her phone. Chills ran down her spine at random moments, as though unseen hands were brushing against her field. Something was shifting. One night she dreamed of a great door glowing with golden light. Written across it were the words, 7 keys. She woke with tears, knowing the dream was not just imagination, but instruction. The following day, she performed a simple act. She wrote down her fears of lack on a slip of paper, the words heavy yet honest. Then, with a steady hand, she burned the paper safely, watching the smoke curl upward as though carrying her old patterns into release. In that moment, she claimed her keys. Clarity came first, as she finally saw the places where she had been scattering her energy. Trust followed, whispering that she would be supported even if she stepped into the unknown. Service shifted her perspective. She realized that her gifts were her wealth. Boundaries rose as strength, allowing her to say no to what drained her. Creativity returned as fresh ideas sparked within her. Alignment guided her decisions, leading her closer to her true path. And gratitude sealed it all, filling her with peace so deep she felt rich before anything had changed outwardly. The results unfolded like dawn. An unexpected opportunity appeared, one she had long believed lost. A relationship shifted, bringing respect where there had been disregard. Small streams of financial flow began to arrive, steady and surprising. But the true breakthrough was not what she received. It was what she became. She no longer carried scarcity as her shadow. She walked with the keys as her crown. Her story is not far from yours. The portal of 1010 does not open for one alone. It opens for every Virgo who dares to claim it. And as her proof shines before you, the question becomes how you will anchor your own activation through ritual and decree. Now that the 7 keys have been revealed, the question becomes how to anchor them so the activation is not only felt, but lived. The law of attraction offers a clear rhythm, a pathway that Virgo can master with precision: clarity, elevated emotion, aligned action, and release. This is the ritual of abundance, the practice that transforms the keys from symbols into living forces in your daily life. Begin with clarity. Write a single intention that captures your abundance in the present tense. Not, "I will be abundant," but "I am abundant." Let the words flow with certainty, not as a wish, but as a decree. When you see it written, your sword of discernment slices away doubt. Then step into elevated emotion. Close your eyes, breathe slowly, and visualize for 90 seconds that the intention is already real. See yourself living it. Feel gratitude as though it has already arrived. Allow joy to rise in your chest. This is the shield, protecting your frequency with the energy of fulfillment. Next comes aligned action. Do something today that matches your intention. If you seek financial flow, give a small act of generosity. If you seek peace, create a space of order in your environment. If you seek love, express an honest word you have held back. These small movements declare to the universe, "I am already aligned." This is the staff guiding your steps into coherence. Finally, release. Whisper aloud, "It is done," and let the energy go. This is the hardest step for many, for Virgo often wants to manage every detail. But release is the doorway through which the blessing enters. To cling is to block, to surrender is to invite. If you wish to amplify this ritual, tie it to the full moon energy. Light a candle or incense as a signal of sacred space. If your spirit feels heavy, a salt bath, a breath cycle of 4-7-8, or a short prayer of thanks can cleanse your field. This is not about forcing results, but tuning your vibration to match the frequency of abundance. Once the ritual is complete, remain attentive. Signs will appear: numbers, dreams, sudden waves of peace. They are confirmations, not coincidences. And with them comes the moment of sealing, the decree that closes the circle and locks the 1010 abundance activation into your destiny.